Chapter 10: The Rescue of Guanghu. Departing from the western stronghold of the resistance army, Lin Chuan, long, and she traveled non-stop toward Town, the last place Guan was seen. It was a journey filled with uncertainty. They crossed snow-covered mountain ranges, traversed plains filled with the undead, and passed through multiple villages that had long been burned down by the Demon King's army. Everywhere they went, piles of corpses littered the ground, and the air was thick with the scent of blood and gunpowder. The Demon King's reach is too far. Long sat coldly, gripping his twin blades, ready for any fight. She's expression was grim, her magic staff clenched tightly. She knew this journey wouldn't be peaceful. Sure enough, as they crossed the Bloodblade Gorge, they were ambushed. A starting party from the Demon King's army had already targeted them. Soul Hunters X, Demon Wolf Scouts X, Shadowblade Assassins XR. Enemy attack. Lin Chuan unsheathed his sword, lightning and flames swirling around it, and charged into the battle. Thunder flame sky slash boom. A sword strike infused with both thunder and fire instantly severed the throats of 3 of the Soul Hunters. The air starting from the intense heat, the blood evaporating, long flank from the side, his twin blades spinning. Ghost stab slash precisely pierced the chest of an assassin, instantly killing him. She stood in the rear, casting Wind Spirit Barrier and Holy Healing, protecting the two and rapidly restoring their stamina, alleviating the pressure from the enemies. The battle lasted for about a quarter of an hour. After Lin Chuan beheaded the last demon wolf, the 3 stood among the piles of corpses, their breaths ragged, the crackling of flames filling the air. This squads didn't seem like a random encounter. Lin Chuan frowned. The Demon King is setting a trap. Long's voice was low. He knows we're almost done collecting the keys. They didn't linger. After quickly tending to their wounds, they continued on their way. 3 days later, they finally reached Town. It was a broken down frontier town, with numerous taverns filled with smoke. The people numb, living in a world of avoidance and fatigue. In the back alley of a tavern, they finally found him, an old man reeked of alcohol, hunched over, slumped in a broken chair, his face covered in stubble, draped in a tattered nice cloak. He clutched a worn-out badge, now rusted but still faintly visible, with the words Guanghu, Guan. Lin Chuan called cautiously. The man lifted his head, his eyes clouded. Who are you? Resistance army. His voice was harsh. Don't try to persuade me. I am useless now. She softly spoke. We didn't come to force you. We just want to save Guan. Upon hearing Guan, the man's body shuddered slightly. I don't deserve it, he murmured, taking out a flask and gulping down some wine. I ran away back then. I watched him get taken by the Demon King, but I couldn't do anything. Lin Chuan stepped forward, crouching down to look at him. Guan doesn't blame you. He is still waiting for you to come back, to appear before him. Guan closed his eyes, a tear streaking down his weathered face. I can't even stand. How can I save him? Lin Chuan patted his shoulder. You don't need to fight. You just have to show up in front of him. Let him hear your voice. I'll take care of the rest. Looking into Lin Chuan's eyes, a faint light began to appear in Guan's. After a long silence, he gritted his teeth, stood up with a cane, and tremblingly sighed. Then, let me see him one last time. Just as Lin Chuan and the others prepared to take Guan back to the base, a shocking message arrived. The Demon King had sent Guan himself, leading an army to attack the Resistance's main fortress. He is here. Fam shouted over the communication crystal. This time, it is Guan, the leader of the 4 demon guards, leading a squad of elite Demon King troops. We must go back. Lin Chuan immediately turned, signaling everyone to return at full speed. Upon their arrival, the outer perimeter of the base was already engulfed in flames. The resistance army, though suffering heavy casualties, was far more formidable than before. They fought with well-coordinated tactics and had trained soldiers who could now face the Demon King's forces head-on. Lin Chuan ordered Shi to escort Guan back through the secret passage while he and Long charged into battle. Deal with the small fry first, Long brought, rushing into the enemy ranks, Wind Blast Slash, Thunder Flame Sword Dance, Death Strike. A series of attacks quickly felled the enemies. Their bodies piling up like small hills. In less than 10 minutes, Lin Chuan and Long had cleared the area, leaving only the silver-white dragon circling in the air. Guan, leader of the 4 demon guards, Guan LV body. His silver scales were like armor, his eyes like cold stars, his body enveloped in black demonic energy, resembling a fallen god. Lin Chuan leaped up, directly confronting Guan's dragon claw attack. The two clashed, sword and fist striking together with sparks flying. Guan, Lin Chuan shouted, "Do you remember who he?" Guan hesitated for a moment, but then his demonic energy surged, and with a swipe of his claw, he sent Lin Chuan flying, roaring in fury. Lin Chuan coughed up blood and stood, charging back into the fray. At that moment, a familiar, trembling voice echoed from a distance. "Guan, I am back. Don't let the Demon King control you anymore. Come back." That voice, like thunder, shook the air. Guan paused, his dragon eyes flashing with pain and struggle. Lin Chuan seized the opportunity, rushing forward and striking at the mass of corrupted blood on Guan's chest, swinging his sword. Crack! A fissure appeared, and Guan roared to the heavens. But as his demonic energy surged, he lunged toward Lin Chuan, forcing him back. "Tell him the story," Lin Chuan shouted, with tears in his eyes. Hui said, "Do you remember the first time we flew into the sky? I still remember how you smiled like a child. You said you wanted to take me around the world, to protect everyone, and you did it. You didn't lose. You are the gentlest dragon god in the world." While battling, Guan's movements slowed, and his mind began to waver. Finally, his resolve faltered. Lin Chuan leaped again, and a precise thunderflame sky slash struck the heart of the wand, blood spurting everywhere. Guan roared, unleashing dragon flames at Lin Chuan. Lin Chuan shouted back, "Demonic reversal, LVR." The flames instantly rebounded, exploding in Guan's face. The dragon's roar echoed, the demonic energy shattered. Lin Chuan, quickly, use everything you got. Strike it down. Guan's voice came through. Lin Chuan poured all his magical energy into one final strike, swinging his sword down. Boom! The mass of corrupted blood finally exploded into dark mist, scattering and vanishing into nothingness. Guan fell to the ground, his white scales glowing. His mind restored, he kneeled on one knee, and then the fourth key fragment finally floated out from his body at that moment. The 3 key fragments on Lin Chuan's body also flew out, and the 4 pieces fused in midair, transforming into a brilliant silver key that hovered before them. Victorian Hope Lin Chuan and the others gathered around. Lin Chuan level up, LV Qidiu Lom level up, LV Diu Bashi level up, LV Diu Wuhui cried, and Guan shed dragon tears. I finally heard your voice. Lin Chuan gripped the key, his gaze as firm as iron. Next is the final battle. Everyone gazed at the Demon King's fortress on the horizon, the flames of undying hope burning in their eyes.